Hello everybody, welcome back to the channel. I want you all to take a close listen at what I'm about to share with you. It looks as though there is a pastor, a well-known pastor, who's telling people, look, if you don't pay your tithes, you got to bounce. You can't be here if you don't pay your tithes. So I say, the games continue. A lot of people who are leading people do not teach the Bible the way it's supposed to be taught. They are leading people astray. They are deceiving people, manipulating people, and they are using the Bible to do it. There is a great misunderstanding about tithing, and it's been put out there for so long that people it's in their minds that this is what you must do, even though you can't even find it in the Bible in the way or the context in which the church is preaching it to people today. And if you even dare to try to tell them how tithing really happened in the Bible, they will rebuke you. They don't want to hear it. They don't want to hear nothing about no widows. They don't want to hear nothing about the poor. They don't want to hear nothing about the Levites, right? They don't want to hear nothing about no crops, anything. All they want is give me my money. And I want 10% or more. That's all they are talking about. Then they got the nerve to tell you that you're going to be cursed with a curse. Using that scripture in Malachi all wrong. Anyway, take a listen at this. And of course, I will be right back.
And I gotta say this to my staff. This 2025, we are going to track the tithe. We're not going to take it out because you're grown, but we're going to track the tithe, and we're going to give you a chance to make, and I don't even know whether y'all tithe or not, but if you're going to tithe in 2025, if you're going to work at this church. Somebody thank God for our tithing staff. You can't lead in this church if you don't tithe.
Okay, so the audience, they're all into it as well. They hear him say this is their pastor, our beloved pastor. So, they've got to give him a round of applause. They got to clap for him because they think he said something deep, right? But so many of these pastors, they do not teach the truth of the Most High's word. They give you a watered down gospel. But the Bible did say that folk are going to heap unto themselves false prophets that are going to give them what their itching ears desire to hear. Right? And it is so sad that people have been bamboozled for so long, but the error needs to be corrected. The error needs to be corrected because it is not fair. It is not fair what is happening in these churches. But again, the Most High says that itching ears will draw this to yourself. You got these pastors who are teaching tithes as if it's some type of law, that if you don't abide by it, you're going to be cursed with a curse. So if you dare go and say, well, Pastor, exactly what is tithes? Because I'm not clear on it being 10% of my money. I'm not clear on that because I read something different, Pastor. Can you tell me what tithing really truly is? They don't want to have that conversation, though. It's been taught so wrongly for so long that people have a misunderstanding about it. And I believe that people deserve the truth. Now, there are some who give out of the goodness of their hearts. They feel moved by the Most High to support a ministry. And to them, I believe the Most High will add that blessing. But to make it as a matter of law, to make it as a thing that if they don't do it, they'll be cursed with a curse, that is not fair to that person. And it is not righteous to have them believing that they'll be cursed if they don't. Again, even in the New Testament, Paul talked about if I give to you of my spiritual, you should give to me of your carnal. If I'm laboring in the gospel, right? So it's a normal thing to give. The scripture actually says that it's more blessed to give than it is to receive, right? But when you teach that if a person does not pay tithes, that is not fair, and it is not biblical, and it is not righteous. Let people give as the Most High places it upon their hearts. Right? And when you look at how giving was done, we've done more extensive lessons on this before. Way more extensive than anything I'm saying right now. There are a lot of scriptures that actually give you a very clear understanding of how to give. Right? And a clear understanding of what tithing even was. So I'm not getting into that in this video. I just wanted to talk about the fact that these pastors are doing this all wrong. We've done extensive messages on this before. But I believe some of these pastors know exactly what they are doing. Years ago, I believe Creflo Dollar came out saying, I was wrong. I wasn't supposed to be doing all of that with this tithe. Ain't that something? So, anyway, they continue to do it though. These pastors, not Creflo, but I don't know what he's doing these days. But you have these other pastors, I believe, who do know the truth about tithing. They know exactly what they've studied in the seminary. The seminary. They know what they've studied. They know what it's all about. But they want to allow themselves to have that little leeway. So they say, you know what, we're going to just leave this one in place. I'm just going to pretend like I don't know what's going on. But the Most High knows your heart. He knows your heart. And folk better start repenting. They better start repenting and stop all of this error. That's not the only thing happening in the church. So many shenanigans are happening that, the Most High is going to continue to judge because he needs his people to get their houses in order. We need to get it together, family. Get right, church, and let's go home. Share your thoughts on this topic in the comment section below. As always, keep it tight and keep it right. But until the next live or the next video, stay prayed up. We hope you liked today's topic. Please leave your comments below. If you haven't already, subscribe to the channel, share it like this video, and with that, we're out. Be sure to ring the bell to be notified of new uploads on this channel, and also comment, share, like, and subscribe.